Well, pro-Russian hackers are at it again, this time setting their sights on the U.S. Senate. Cybersecurity firm Trend Micro published a report saying that the same group of hackers who cracked into the Democratic Party email servers in 2016 are still very active. The firm told the Associated Press that the group is looking for information that they could leak as we approach the 2018 midterm elections. Let's bring in Ariel Evans, CEO of InnoSec, a cybersecurity firm. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Ariel, reports of these Russian hackers targeting the U.S. Senate internal email system. How vulnerable is that?
Very vulnerable. We're seeing over and over again that nation states are attacking nation states, and we don't have enough controls in place in terms of our cybersecurity programs. We're not spending enough budget.
Why?
We're not, because people seem to think that there's no consequences to cyber tech. Look at Equifax as an example. What happened? Okay, some executives were fired, but really what happened? Where's the accountability? Where's the fines? Why is the United States so far behind the EU?
Well, I get your point on Equifax, but in terms of national security, I mean, what is the worst case scenario here?
Oh, critical infrastructure loss. When they hack, they're looking to disrupt businesses, right? They're looking to disrupt our government. So hacking our critical infrastructure is the easiest way for them to do it. They can hack the electronic grid. They can hack dams. They have the abilities and the resources to do this. And we're behind. We need to get in front, and we simply aren't.
We had the WannaCry attack by North Korea, which
Right.
the U.S. and the U.K. have confirmed this was indeed North Korea, and they said that they would retaliate with cyber attacks of their own. Are we seeing is there cyber warfare going on in the background?
Absolutely. I mean, I don't know if you read Richard Clarke's book, Cyber War, but he detailed that in his book, that we are also an aggressor in cyber. However, we're still trying to protect our own critical infrastructure. And what we need to do is to get in front of that instead of behind it. We need more controls in place. We need more budget. We need more skilled people. We have 2 million resources that we are deficient in the U.S. alone in cybersecurity.
Why? Who would you say is the biggest, most advanced country when it comes to cyber defense?
Well, where I live today, Israel.
And why is that?
Because Israel understands the enemy and how the enemy thinks, and Israel gets in front of everything. If you look at all the technologies that come out of Israel, we're the startup nation in cyber. We have 360 cybersecurity companies. All of them are doing very specific things to protect infrastructure, to protect financial services. And so Israel's way in front in terms of cyber. And all the nation states, especially the United States, is realizing this. And that's why we're buying tools and cybersecurity resources from Israel.
Ariel, we hear of this nightmare scenario of a cyber attack at a nuclear power plant.
Yes.
How realistic is that? What are the chances?
Well, look at Stuxnet. Ask the Iranians how realistic that is. I mean, in essence, we have interconnected systems. The systems are interconnected, and one vulnerability in one of those interconnected systems will allow us to go into those and to disrupt what's happening, like in the case of the centrifuges with the Iranians. So it's very probable that we can have that. We have to have the right controls in place at the level of IoT, at the level of SCADA, at the level of all these different types of technologies that we utilize today, and we're not.
We're not, but do you get a sense that organizations, both governmental and private, are starting to wake up to the critical importance of cybersecurity? Yes,
we can see this in the EU as an example with the GDPR being enacted in terms of privacy data, 20 million euro fines, 4% of annual revenue. These are huge numbers and are very impactful for organizations to wake up and make cyber a boardroom conversation versus an IT conversation. When we have an IT conversation, we hear about denial of service attacks and all this cyber jargon, but the business doesn't understand what that means. The business needs to understand, I have IoT technology, and if this is impacted, then this is exactly what's going to happen to my business. And this is really critical to understand, because the business owners are the risk owners.
It's a big threat out there. Thanks for helping us understand
Absolutely.
it. Ariel Evans, CEO of InnoSec. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.